This lesson has been developed in the framework of SCILED project. Module 2, Footwear Sustainability. Unit 4, Product Lifecycle Management Approach for Sustainability.
Lecture 4.3. Post-Consumer Waste Management. This lecture is structured as follows.
End-of-life shoe waste. Designing for repurposing, repair, reconditioning, and remanufacturing. Post-consumer services offered by footwear brands. The current linear economy model is unsustainable, based on the make, use, and discard mentality and is the reflection of a misconception that resources are unlimited. Current trends mark a change of direction. Due to consumer demand and the large generation of waste, companies have been forced to implement waste management systems for post-consumer products.
Fast fashion products have a relevant impact on the linear economy model, due to the amount of products consumed. Currently most footwear and textile products follow a produce wear throwaway line where they finally end up in landfill at end of life. This implies great environmental impacts and a loss of products susceptible to revaluation with economic value. That is why the European Union within the European Green Deal has focused its objectives on waste reduction, eco-design, extended producer responsibility, EPR, and on the circular economy. Currently, due to the current model developed for the classification and recycling of waste, it is almost impossible to recycle post-consumer footwear on an industrial scale. Footwear is made up of many components with different characteristics and materials, which complicates its management with the current model of selective collection and treatment.
Currently a large part of the footwear that is deposited in charity containers ends up in second-hand markets in developing countries. Shoes are usually in a poor state of quality, which makes them end up in landfills in these countries. In addition to the environmental impact, there is an economic impact as they compete with local products.
Designing for repurposing, repair, reconditioning, and remanufacturing.
Faced with the problem of footwear waste that ends up in a landfill at the end of its useful life, initiatives and techniques have emerged that try to reduce environmental impacts. Eco-design seeks to improve the environmental performance of the product from the design phase, taking into account all stages of the life cycle.
There are other tools that can be applied almost generically to all footwear models, with the aim of reducing the amount of footwear that ends up in landfill.
Reuse allows you to reuse waste products in second-hand markets. This is a good option locally. Repair damage to the product to increase its durability and thus its useful life. Remanufacturing process by which an object at the end of its useful life is repaired obtaining a value equal to or greater than the original. Reconditioning, it consists of selling products through different sales channels to the usual ones, since they have suffered some damage or for another reason. Shoe repair is today a technique that continues to focus on more classic footwear. Many designers apply eco-design to the concept of footwear. With this, it can be designed to facilitate separation at the end of life and be built with little variety of materials, thus facilitating recycling. There are success stories in which the product is designed to be dismantled and recycled, or where the modularity of the product makes it possible to adapt it to different situations.
Post-consumer services offered by footwear brands.
The consumer is increasingly responsible in the choice of the products they choose to consume. This makes him/her opt for more sustainable footwear, that is, with a lower environmental impact. In addition to eco-design products, companies have devised extra consumer services to increase the sustainability of the product and thus improve the company's green image. There are numerous campaigns that have recently emerged, both locally and at a corporate level. Some stores offer footwear collections for reuse or recycling, which is the most widespread technique, as is the case of H&M, which collects fabrics and footwear to be processed at the SOX sorting and recycling plant located in Wolfen, Germany. The C&A program We Take It Back, where discounts are offered on future purchases for returning used clothes. With this, customer loyalty is also achieved.
In the case of repurposing, i.e. converting used footwear into other products, There are some initiatives, as is the case of the Nike Grind Reuse project, which converts used footwear collected from its stores into sports courts, thus continuing in its line of sports market.
It is important to recognize that there is no better technique than others to reduce the impact of post-consumer waste from footwear. In order to make footwear more sustainable, it is necessary to apply all the available tools.